Okay. Walar Mugulis.
Valardo Harris.
Welcome back to the show, guys. This will be a raw, totally uncut, spoiler-filled review of the final episode of House of Dragons Season 3. And we might do a little bit of recap of what has happened during the season. There is no teaser, no nothing. This episode needed to be released as soon as we watched it. We've just finished watching it, and we wanted to bring it to you. So my question to my wife is, what the fuck is wrong with Rhaenyra? What's happening with her?
Compared to everything else, I think she's the smallest of issues.
I think
I feel like there were more sort of disturbing things in the show.
That is true. That is very, very true. But by towards the end of the last season...
She's a spoiled brat.
Okay. Elaborate, please.
Okay, so this is my conclusion on Rhaenyra.
Okay.
If we look from everything from season 1 till season 3, now ending, okay?
Yeah.
She was given this story by Viserys, and she had this whole, I think, vision in her head how the whole thing is gonna happen, and everyone bent the knee, and everyone was gonna be so happy her coming into King's Landing and taking over the throne. She never had any proper training for it. She never had any proper schooling for it either. And then when people were not responding the way that she was expecting them to, it was all like, no one likes me and these types of things. And she proves it with her monologue at the final episode when she goes to the sept, whatever you call it. And she tells the guy, okay, now you're gonna anoint me. Regardless of him telling her already in the beginning,
right.
We cannot.
Yeah, the priest was against the whole thing.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
We're a bit of a higher institution.
No, but his logic was correct as well. He said the actual king is still alive.
But in the beginning he told her when he...
No, even in the beginning he said, we don't have news of the king dying.
Yes, yeah. But even if he, died, he was just saying we cannot just do it just like that. We cannot just say one day, it's this one, and another day it's another person. And then she kills him, the poor guy. She goes outside, gives this huge monologue, and then also thinks she's all high and mighty because she starts talking in High Valyrian, right? That's the name of the language. And I am the firstborn, or whatever the name is.
I am the blood of old Valyria, is what she kept saying, because that was fed into her brain by Daemon.
I get that.
Daemon has been trying to prep her throughout the season by planting seeds in her brain.
But she was not getting it.
This whole spoiled brat thing that you that you just said, I totally my mind was blown as soon as you said that, because I was trying to figure out what was happening to her, from the first season itself till now. And as soon as you said that she's acting like a spoiled brat, I was like, exactly, that is exactly what's happening. She was given some kind of prophecy, right? And she was given a pedestal by her father. And she's like, oh, I'm this, amazing figure from prophecy, so everything should be done for me, and I don't need to do anything about it. Everything should just fall in place. She does not want to take ownership or responsibility of whatever is happening right now, especially with the small folk. She doesn't care.
Yeah, she didn't want to deal with the small folk.
She doesn't want.
She just likes the glory of it, the shiny part of it.
Yeah.
And not the whole of it. And that's where I love the conversation she had with Alicent, when Alicent sort of gave her a dose of reality of this is what it is. Some days you will have it very easy of solving people's problems. The other days you will have to compromise on things that you didn't think you would ever have to compromise.
if you
And I love it. I'm sorry. And I
Yeah.
love it when Rhaenyra says, no, but I would like to rule. She says something in the sense of, I would like to be it like this.
right.
All peachy perfect.
Yeah.
And when Alicent tells her something in the sense of, well, we shall see. Like, I hope it is like that for you. But
Right.
already she was like, no, bitch.
If you if you recall what happened during Game of Thrones,
Okay.
Daenerys is going through this whole journey,
Ah, yes.
right? She's going through this whole journey, and she's doing things right.
Yes.
As soon as she comes close to the throne, as soon as she's right at the gates of Westeros, and she sees her friend get slaughtered by Cersei, something flips. And after that, she is the Mad Queen, right? She goes ballistic after that.
But she starts with the intention of the small people, the small folk.
Oh,
Because
no,
she
of
was
course.
also mistreated in the beginning, right?
Of
By her
course.
brother and everything. But Rhaenyra from the beginning is like me.
No,
me,
baby,
me,
but
me.
if you remember in season 2,
Yeah.
she was very, very specific that she does not want to start a war that causes harm to people. That unnecessary war she does not want to start. If when she was in Dragonstone
Yeah.
and everyone was like, how are we going to plan this war, etc., etc., she was trying to find alternatives, just like Daenerys previously.
Well, Daemon kind of messed that up.
That is exactly what I'm saying. Now, I'm not saying that she did not have this in her mind, right? Whatever, we just spoke about. It was there, right? And Daemon just, fueled the fire. But in season 2, she was way more centered. She was way more in control. She wanted to rule and to do it right, just like her father. So she wanted to get back to Westeros and do the things the way her father was doing. And also, she was given this prophecy by her father, showing her the knife and everything. All of that is amazing. But something flipped, I think, after Jace's death.
Well, of course. I mean, the woman lost like
2 kids
two
back
kids.
to back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 1 kid in the previous season, right?
Yeah.
And then 1 kid at the start of this season. And Jace was basically the heir to the throne. So, losing kids like that and then constantly having defeat one after the other as soon as she basically enters Westeros, I think something flipped. And then, of course, Daemon never helped. Right? He was constantly saying, you're the blood of old warrior, you have so much power, use it. And as soon as she heard that Aegon in this episode, that Aegon is still alive and he has the dragon as well, she was, you remember how she came
I thought she was going to have a heart attack.
She came into the room. Like, because in her mind, she was like, oh, now Aemond is alive. We don't know where Vhagar is. Now Aegon is also alive. And he has the dragon, right? Started panting like anything,
But I
comes to
think-
Daemon, and Daemon is like, perfect situation. Let me flip
Finally.
the switch.
No, but I think besides of course, there is the sense of, oh, Aegon is alive and he can now come back and fight for the throne. I think she was sort of facing a type of like a PR problem.
Big.
Because she was the one that announced that Aegon was dead.
At the behest of Alicent.
Look, Alicent just gave her the option because Aegon would have never come back if the dragon was not alive.
Another thing I noticed, my love, as soon as she entered Westeros and started ruling, I think first of all, she's not fit to rule. She's definitely not fit to rule. She's not fit to rule when situation is not going for her, right? She does not know how to take decisions. But as soon as she enters Westeros, sits on that throne, she's been all over the place.
I think it's also partially because she did not have good counsel.
She did not have. Corlys just bounces. He just decides that he's gonna just bounce.
Corlys also is like a man who's broken. All of his children have died. His wife died. Like, he's now trying to sort of paddle back with the two bastard sons that he has, which is not really going very well. Like, I get Corlys. Corlys is tired of the whole fucking thing.
But my love, he is the hand to the queen.
I understand.
He has responsibilities.
But he agreed. Yes, but he also selfishly agreed to be the hand, thinking that she was gonna give legitimacy to his sons.
Totally
agree.
agree.
And then she didn't do it, and now he was like, "Well, okay, then I also am not gonna really behave the way you want me to behave. I'm gonna go."
I totally understand. But cut to Otto Hightower. Things did not go as planned for him as well. He was not. He was not crying and bitching and running away like Corlys.
He was sent away. And then he was captured.
By Aegon. I'm saying during Viserys's rule.
Because him and Viserys were like, basically Otto and Viserys were kind of like the male version friendship of Alicent and Rhaenyra.
Sure.
They were very good friends, and Viserys trusted him a lot. And he did not realize all the schemes that Otto was trying to do and the ambitions that he had.
I get it.
Which were not in favor of Viserys.
I get it.
Daemon did try to warn him about it, but Viserys didn't. Viserys always wanted to see the good in people.
I get it.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is Corlys was given the responsibility to become the hand to the queen. There are certain things that come with that post. One is that you're supposed to counsel the queen. You're not just supposed to bounce.
Or maybe he was just like,
yes, he was.
There's no help.
He was upset that Rhaenyra did not, legitimize his bastard sons. But come on, you still have responsibility. You still need to be there, counsel the girl. The girl is totally losing it, right? And he was seeing that she was losing it, right? Plus, she is surrounded by people who have their own motives.
Exactly.
Right? Daemon just wants to fight, kill everyone, and burn the whole place so that old Valeria can rise, right? Masera has her own shit happening.
Very annoying.
Right? And then you have that Nobel.
Two of them.
Two of them. The other one was the coin, right?
Yes, he was given the Master of Coins.
He has his own stuff happening. So she needed some sound, wise person by her
side. I think only the Grand Maester was kind of legit, but again, what can he do? He doesn't have a voice. Exactly. Like, what can you do?
He does not have a voice. He's wise, but he doesn't have a voice. She needed a voice like Corlys's by her side, who could have, said, listen, even though she didn't help him, he should have should have been there. I'm telling you, if Corlys's wife, what was her name?
Rhaenys.
If Rhaenys was there, he would
she
not have
been
left.
Brilliant.
And he would not have left.
No, but Rhaenys would have been advisor to Rhaenyra.
Perfect. And he would not have left.
Of course not.
Yeah, he would have stayed there. He is always, since the first season, he's always been this person who would just wander about.
But also remember, he comes from a line that it's like on the sea.
Yes.
They will always see the sea is calling them. He needs to be on the sea. And even when Rhaenys was asking him, "Oh, we know we have to do this now. All of our children are gone. We don't have proper heirs anymore, and this and the other," he was still like being called to the sea.
Yeah. No, I agree. So yes, that is his nature, that he wanders about. But again, with the post comes responsibilities, and I don't think he was handling them properly. See what happened? He wanders about, gets captured by Ormond Hightower, right? If he hadn't gone, nothing of that sort would have happened. Okay, talking about, I just want to finish this thought about Rhaenyra. I think this season, this finale, is the coming of the Mad Queen.
Could be.
The way
the makeup was already
exactly the
crazy.
way she dressed up, the makeup, the aura she was trying to carry, especially not giving, any second thought to getting that high priest killed, right? And then announcing herself as the prince that was promised. Again, that is not what Viserys said. He did say that, you will carry this prophecy along with you. And it was not her place to say that prophecy out loud to everyone. That showed.
Well, she said it in High Valyrian. Who could have understood?
No, she said it in English and then ended it with High Valyrian.
Okay.
Saying that I am the prince who was promised. But that story itself was not her place to say it out loud in front of the people. And imagine you just randomly saying something like that, and you have no information, no prior knowledge of what has happened in this house from the beginning, and you're like, she's definitely losing it, right? That is the thought that will come to your head. Especially for Mysaria, she came into the crowd, right? She looked at her and she was like, okay, let this begin. So this was the coming of the Mad Queen, clearly, and then she goes back into the Red Keep, and she's told that Helaena has, thrown herself out of the window or whatever. She goes and checks and sees that, her weaving cloth is hanging outside the window, and she's basically thrown herself out of the window and killed herself. And then she looks at the cloth, and Helaena has weaved Rhaenyra on the cloth, on the throne, with the exact stuff that she was wearing as this Mad Queen, and then there's fire around the crown. Prophecy, right? Because whatever the original prophecy Viserys told her might be, in the long run, but Helaena being the dreamer, because in the Targaryen bloodline you have dreamers who can see the future. She knew exactly what's going to happen, and there we have it. And that's how the finale closed. But in the background, a lot of stuff was happening. Basically, Daemon's wish was coming true.
I must say, Daemon really grew on me this season. I like Daemon. First and second season, I was like,
no,
a little bit.
Wish.
But third season, I really like. The first and second season, my favorite characters were Alicent and Rhaenyra. Now it's Alicent and Daemon. I like Daemon.
Daemon was from the beginning of the season, he's been planting. Because he wants to go to war. He is so bloodthirsty. You can do this, you can do that, you can do this. You have 6 dragons. You can do this, that, the other. As soon as he realizes that she has totally flipped, now I can get what I want, and he plants it. Rhaenyra says, just go and burn everyone. He's like, yeah.
But I love how she tells him, but don't make me look like a monster. Cool.
No, he's smiling at the time.
Yeah, he's like, sure.
Sure. Whatever you say.
He freaking burned
No, he didn't.
everyone.
No. Okay, so in that scene where
when he comes to...
when the kids are standing in front of the door.
But to stay.
Yes, to stay. As soon as Caraxes starts, to spit fire, they split. You see that.
Yeah.
In the scene, they split. They jump from the door. So they didn't get burned. But at one point, he did hesitate to burn the kids. He did say, move.
Okay.
Those two decided not to. But again, his wish comes true. He finally gets to go to war and kill people.
Still, my favorite sentence of Daemon was when he meets with Ormond for the first time and bend the knee, and then you can live in peace.
Yeah, that scene was brilliant. That scene was brilliant.
Yeah.
And as soon as he, breaks the gate and enters the town, his first thing is, where is Ormond? I want to kill him. He was so adamant in killing people. But that, where that comes from?
Okay.
He, as a Targaryen, sees himself as the direct descendant of Aegon the Conqueror. He wants to live that life of being this, conqueror personality who goes on these victories. You know, he has that thing. That's why he keeps saying, "Oh, I'm the blood of old Valeria. I'm the blood of old Valeria," because this is exactly what he wants to do. He just wants to go to places, kill.
I think
be this conqueror.
I think the ideal set for him would be, because there is still I think a good part of him that wishes he was king, that Viserys named him king. But I think then he was coming up to idea of like, okay, Rhaenyra, can you just deal like basically with the admin stuff? You deal with the small folk and the castle. Just let me go and I'll do all the rest.
I'll handle the operations.
I'll see everything else that needed. I don't speak to anyone. No one comes to me for any. But you don't have any sheeps. I don't care. My Caraxes has to eat. You deal with it. I'll go play. I think that was the like ideal setup for him.
Yeah, pretty much.
That he wanted.
Pretty much. He does have a very good army, by the way.
Oh yeah, he's a very good leader in that sense.
He leads the army very well, but also his army is also really good. It comprises of the Northmen, the Starks, etc. It comprises of the river folk. The army is amazing. It's a very strong army. But it doesn't help that Ulf, the White, just, flips and goes against them and starts burning the army.
He went against both.
Yeah. But that also tells you that kind of power, the dragon power, should not just be given to anyone willy-nilly.
Yeah, of course.
Even if they have dragon blood in them, you need to vet the personality before giving that kind of power.
Well, she didn't really have time for like a orientation.
That is true. No, that is true. But you're right. She was desperate. At that time, she was desperate. She wanted more dragon riders because on the other side there was Vhagar.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I totally agree. But
I missed Vhagar this season, man.
Yeah, she was missing.
She was on vacation.
I think she was
enjoying life. Yeah, she was enjoying life. She's like, I'm done with these children.
I think she was having spa
I'm
days.
old. Yeah.
I agree. So that happens. Ulf White betrays Daemon and the Black Army and starts burning them. And then, because he was humiliated by Ormond as well, he goes against the Green Army as well in Tumbletown, starts burning them as well. And eventually, at the end of the episode, you see Silverwing, which is Ulf's dragon, leaving.
Yeah.
Caraxes following, right? And then the third, Vermithor is also chasing Silverwing. So we would see what happens with Ulf. I don't know
I think Daemon will kill him.
Someone will, for sure. Ulf is not going to live for long. His time is up. We also saw Hugh's wife.
Yeah, I felt bad.
Yeah.
But this is again Rhaenyra's fault.
Absolutely.
Because Hugh, when she came into King's Landing and everything, he came to her and asked her, what is my situation gonna be? My housing, my wife is unhappy. She came, she couldn't settle, so she went back. And Rhaenyra was dragging this out. I understand she was busy with all of this stuff.
Did she come?
Yes.
His wife came?
Yes, because Rhaenyra at the steps.
Yeah.
When he comes to her and he's
yes, I remember.
And she's like, please just give me some time, or I don't know, and you can bring her, something like that. And he says, my queen, she was here. I went to search for her in town and I was told she went back. Because
she was in
here.
Westeros.
Yes.
Ah, okay. I thought she was in one of the castles in the Red Keep.
No. She was in Westeros, but she couldn't, nothing was said, so she went back.
The talk was...
He had this constant guilt of, that she's over there.
No, the talk between Hugh at that time and Rhaenyra was, what is my living situation?
Exactly.
And Rhaenyra said, you bring your wife, and we will see which castle we can give you. He goes to her. You remember in one in I think the previous season episode or one before, he goes to her in Tumbletown, sees her, meets her, talks to her, says, "I'm gonna take you from here." She says, "No, I'm not going." It was her decision not to go.
But still,
again, yes, you're right. It was a foolish thing to say, kill and burn this and the other. Once a dragon gets involved, once it's war, then these kind of things cannot be taken care of. Although Hugh Hammer came and got off Vermithor and was fighting with the Black Army. And he got into Tumbletown because he wanted to save his wife. But yeah, it was too late. Too late. The best scene of the episode was Ormond's death. Thank you. That pompous.
You keep saying I want to see that. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to
That
see.
pompous ass, pardon my French, he was pissing me off. And the way he died was brilliant. Brilliant. At the hand of a Stark, you know? With the knife up, you know what? Brilliant. I think the season closing was...
I was sort of right. We were talking about like predicting whatever. I was saying there will be like a battle.
Yes.
That like a culmination and everything. I was although thinking it will be maybe Aemond with Vhagar and like coming and then all of them whatever. But okay, I was close.
No, you were right, baby. And this was the first battle of Tumbleton. There will be one more battle of Tumbleton. But yeah, I think the season closing was perfect. It left us with just the right amount of questions of what is going to happen in the next season. It also, brought us to the place where we finally know that Rhaenyra has snapped and that she is going to do whatever it takes, to first keep her reign, right? And to get rid of people who are in her way, basically. It also showed us what's happening. So I also want to talk a little bit about Aegon and Aemond and where they're at, and Alice Rivers and what's her situation in the
She's starting to
Harrenhal.
bore me, man. She's really starting to
No,
bore
but we
me.
finally come to know in this episode who she is really.
But not even so. Like she just says, when the dragon, what's the name on B? Balon? Something? Balerion came to burn, there was a mother and the child she tried to save, and the child died, and then she was cursed. The end. She doesn't say essentially who she really is.
I think she was the wife of the king at that time.
For sure, because she stayed at the castle. She says
mentions
that it's still a castle and blah blah blah.
My titles were taken away.
Yes.
All of those things, yes.
But she bores me.
So Alice Rivers' story is around Aemond. We do know that Aemond and Alice will have a child, right?
No, we don't. Why are you saying? I did not read the book.
Okay. Anyway, so but what has been shown in the episode is that Aemond has finally decided that Alice Rivers will be his betrothed, right? That they will...
Well, because he finally realized mommy doesn't love him.
Mommy doesn't Alicent wanted to kill Aemond to get...
At least we know that in the next season there will be no like improper behavior.
Oh yeah.
Between
that traumatizing behavior.
Aemond and Alicent.
Oh god. But Alicent did what she did because she wanted to save Helaena. But unfortunately, Helaena has taken a step which...
I think that's a very ultimate way of showing who is your favorite child. I will kill the rest of I will send this one away.
But I feel like Alicent did not have a choice. She wanted to save Helaena not just for Helaena, but also for the baby she was carrying.
No, yes, but also she knew Aegon was a lost cause.
Yes.
Because she thought he was so severely injured that there's
Agreed.
no coming back from that. She realized that Aemond is gonna be way worse than anyone else on the throne when she has that conversation with Creston Cole when they're deciding who will replace Aegon. So she knew that he is basically a psychopath.
Right.
And that everyone is basically at risk after that.
Right.
Darren, I think Darren, because she never really built a relationship with him, she sent him off
At a very young age.
age.
Yes, that is true.
That's why I don't think she really has that maternal for
Instinct,
him.
yes.
So the only the purest one remaining is Helaena. And I think also she sees a lot of herself in Helaena in the sense of married off to someone she doesn't want.
Yeah.
Everything was just like because someone tells her that it has to be that way. So I think she wanted to make that up also to Helaena and sort of for herself as well of, okay, we will get out, we will live in like, a small village, small cottage, you will have your chickens and whatever, and we will be happy, right? So I think that's why her focus was on Helaena.
I agree to all of
So
that.
that's why I'm also sad for Alicent when she finds out.
Oh man, that will be devastating, and that will be a crazy motivation for her to get rid of Rhaenyra as well. So we also saw that Aegon finally has his dragon also a little bit healed up. It can fly, and he mounts Sunfire and comes to Harrenhal to find Aemond. He finds Aemond, confronts him, and then he says that we are going to do A, B, C, and D before I can give you forgiveness. And that A, B, C, and D is basically getting getting a Vhagar, banning people together, going to Westeros, killing Rhaenyra, and then getting back to his throne.
And he also said getting rid of Darren.
He was pissed about Darren.
He was very pissed about Darren.
And Darren, the poor guy, had nothing to do with it because
because he thinks everyone and there's no one left.
No, but also Ormond forces
exactly.
Ormond wanted a pawn of a king ruling from Westeros so that he actually has the power. But of course, that doesn't happen. Darren is not the kind of kingly personality that can. He is very just. He's very nice, but he's not a king.
He's very Viserys-like.
He's not a king. Yes, you're absolutely right. He's definitely like his father. He's not king material at all. So Aegon is also pissed about Darren being, announcing himself the king. But Darren doesn't know that Aegon is alive, and he does not know whether Aemond has his dragon or not, etc. Right? So we saw that situation coming together as well. So we will have another faction which becomes like a rival to Rhaenyra, also coming up. Lots happening at the same time in the finale. I think, like I said, it left us with enough for us to be curious what's going to happen in the next episode, in the next season. Yeah. I mean, double thumbs up for this. The season was a slow burn, I have to say. A lot of stories coming, slowly coming together. A lot of history was shown about both Westeros, about the Targaryen family, etc. But the last episode left us with enough for us to be very excited for the next season.
But I also like this little humorous pinpoints. Well, come on, we have to freaking mention the Sheep Stealer and Rhaena. Like, what the hell?
Sheep Stealer, what can I say? He had a very bad day, by the way, in the previous episode. He had a very, very bad day. When
Cyrex,
Caraxes, and Sea Smoke, all three of them attacked.
Poor thing, he just wanted to kill sheep and live off of the sheep.
By the way, he was injured enough not to be able to fly. And if dragons are not able to fly, they basically can't survive. It seems. But you're right. Their situation was weird as hell.
He's just like, I want a sheep. Nothing else.
Yeah. Poor guy. But yeah. That's where we're at with Sheep Stealer.
No, but that whole thing with Rhaena, like, oh my god.
Rhaena, again, I think she's the only one of the Targaryens, apart from others, a few that'll survive. I feel.
Because you cannot let her do anything else.
Yeah, true. She's gonna just keep
You cannot give her any tasks.
She's gonna just keep herself to the Red Keep. Yeah. I think we're good with the recap, right?
I think so. We covered the important parts.
Yeah. And we wanted to get this fresh review to you as soon as we saw the episode. So, yeah, that was the recap of both the final episode and the season. Thank you for tuning in. Again, like I've said so many times before, and I will keep beep myself out. Do like, share, and subscribe. It helps a new channel immensely.
Yes.
Your feedback is so crucial as to whether you like the show or not, or what would you want us to do in the future, and all of that good stuff. So that's it from me today and my wife.
And me.
Okay, we're ready to go.
We're ready to go.
Thank you so much, guys.
Bye.
See you.